So I want to talk a little before we get into like the standard benefits. I want to talk about the importance of keeping people happy. Now, you talk with a lot of owners.
Yep. Every day.
What is their biggest frustration right now?
HR, and it has been for years. It's
Okay.
always been their biggest stressor.
Yeah. And when you say HR, what do you mean?
Hiring and retaining good employees.
Yeah. So I think the problem has been a lot of hiring right now is finding able-bodied employees.
Yep.
To do functions. Okay. And if you don't have a job description for a person that you're going to hire, it's probably likely that when you bring someone, you're not going to bring someone in that's going to match that job description. So, you have to start with like the end in mind to that degree. And I think a lot of the reasons why people are having difficulty with their labor is because, someone comes in, they don't know what the heck they're supposed to be doing a lot of the time. They're probably not trained. They probably don't have a very good training system in place. I'll blame the owners a little bit on this, but I know that's probably part of it as well. It's not just all the employees. That are bad out there. It is your process. It is your system. It is how you bring people in. Do you have an inviting website that people would actually go to and be like, wow, I'd like to be part of this group. It looks like they have a lot of fun, So, I think there's some things that you could do prior to that to bring in good people. And then if someone comes on and they're just not doing their job, you get rid of them quickly.
Yeah. Don't drag it out forever.
You probably hear quite a bit of that.
I do. And I hear a lot of, well, they're not great. Here's why, but they're better than having nobody.
Actually, that is the exact opposite of what.
And that's what I tell them is I say, so you're basically settling, right? Because if you get rid of them, you're going to be forced to find somebody else. Yep. You already know that they're not. You're already telling me that they suck at their job. They're just a body that fills part of the role. So why settle for that? Get rid of them, take the temporary pain of the position being open and hire someone new.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I tell clients when they say that.
I think the best real world example I have of that being true is when everyone had to shut down or they had to like cut their staff by 15, 20, 30%. And they realized that, wow, I don't really need all these people doing all these things. Like the group the good people of the group will rally around and they will absorb the work of other people,
To a
point, obviously. I mean, you're not going to, I don't want to like overburden, but I think you'll tend to find that they'll figure out a way to get these things done.
Yeah.
So, I've always heard, and I've always believed it's better to have, no one doing a job than someone that is completely incompetent.
Oh, I agree. 100%.
So that, it's better to have, instead of just having a body that's incompetent, just have no one do it. It's better that no one's doing it as opposed to an incompetent person.
Yeah.
So I think, but okay. Aside from
not to get off on a beaten path,
all of those things, you have people. They're very good resources. Your business is made up of your group, and it is generally united. It's nice to have everyone. Like, I think this is probably the best that everyone in this organization has gotten along as far as where we have it right now.
Yeah,
in terms of like the people that we have, and which is kind of cool. And I think it reflects in how we've been doing so far this year, because it's like, everyone seems to be invested in, trying to do better and, knowing where we're heading to and we're trying to help and all those things. So you want to help, obviously you want to help these people. And you want to give them benefits because, it's hard to live right now on a set salary.
Yes.
It wasn't as hard 10 years ago. It is hard right now.
No.
It's very hard right now. And sometimes I lose, I guess I lose perspective on that, but I do realize it is. So there are things that you can do for your people that are doesn't always have to be just throwing money at them either, which is what we're kind of like, what are some outside the box things that you can do? And maybe we'll come up with some right now, because I had some ideas as well. But that being said, like, for the most people that you're dealing with, what are some of the standard benefits that you'll see
you've got
a practice owner pay
traditionally for a private practice, at least, you've got the big three: health insurance, retirement, paid time off. Those are really the big three. You don't see, you don't see some of the stuff you see in the corporate world, like disability, life insurance. That stuff isn't as common for private practices, but those three, those are the main ones.